The girl can't move. Her eyes snap open, but her limbs are stiff as stone. The nightlight her father thought would help creates as many shadows in the dark bedroom as it chases away. Those shadows shiver as lightning glints between the slats on the window blinds, chased by a low crash of thunder. The enormous Maglite flashlight, another desperate gift from her father, lies useless under the pillow, inches and miles away at the same time. She can't turn on a flashlight if she can't move to grab it. Her gaze shifts panic-quick to the closet door. It's closed, thank goodness. Sometimes she forgets to shut it before bed. But tonight she remembered. But tonight, the thing isn't in the closet. Instead, it lurks in the far corner of the room, a shadow that doesn't quite make sense. It unfolds, limb after spindly limb, soft-edged and indistinct. Watching it is like watching smoke wisp from an extinguished candle. There's no substance, only movement. What begins as smooth and fluid turns jerky and jittering, a creeping creature that shivers like static on an old television. And all the girl can do is stare. She almost can't even see it when she looks head-on. Its outline is clearer if she peeks from the corner of her eye. That's changing, though. Last night it was a little easier to see than the night before, and tonight it's darker still, and more solid. It's growing stronger. She wants to open her mouth, wants to scream for her mother, but her mother isn't here. And besides, what if the shadow unspools itself while her mouth gapes open? What if it reaches a thread-thin arm inside her, right down her throat? The thought makes a gag rise, sticking like gristle on the back of her tongue. The shadow stares without eyes, its head tilting to the left. Its only facial feature is a gaping maw of a mouth, always open. When it moves toward her, it neither walks nor floats. It almost seems to pulse from place to place, vibrating like a sound wave. It drags one arm, a jagged tendril where a hand should be, against the wall, loud and hard enough to leave a scrape. But the girl knows that when she checks tomorrow, the drywall will be unmarked. She hears the shadow breathing. It takes in air through that unhinged mouth, stealing the oxygen from the room. She shoves against the paralysis, fighting invisible bindings like a fish tangled tight in a net. Fear fuels her struggle, and as the thing stretches, as its thread-thin arm drifts closer, closer, almost touching her cheek, she wrenches her jaw open, and for just a shimmer of a second, she forgets. "Mom!" Victorious and petrified, she clamps her mouth shut against the reaching tendril. But the shadow is already gone. For tonight, at least. Thunder growls once more outside the window as the paralysis fades and the girl sits up in a tangle of bedsheets. She screamed for her mother, but it's her father who will scurry in and fuss. "Nellie, again?" he'll say, his exasperation clear even as he gathers her in his arms. "How many times do we have to do this? It was just a dream. Did you use the flashlight?" "I couldn't." "Honey, you have to try." He doesn't understand. He thought the big, heavy maglite would make her feel safer. "Just turn it on and the shadow will disappear." As if anything could be that easy. As if she could ever move enough to do so in the shadow's presence.